If you are tired of Call of Duty like myself, this is a must-try game that may have just bullied its way into the FPS space. I had zero idea about this game a few days ago, and it's pretty dope to say the least. If this is your first time here, welcome, and if I'm returning, welcome back. Feel free to light up the comment section as you go along. Now, I am apologizing profusely for this bot-ass gameplay. I promise I am using my thumbs. But fuck it, consider subscribing and let's get better at FragPunk together, because I think it is now officially a part of my channel. It's almost like the FPS gods answer my prayers about what I was saying in my videos last week. So this 5v5 hero shooter or Lancer shooter is very interesting because you can shake things up a bit and sometimes gain a serious competitive advantage with something called shard cards. Each round, teams can draw up to 3 cards that throw curveballs into the mix, to super healing and wild weaponry, to quirky effects like overinflated enemy heads. With over 150 shard cards, no 2 rounds are ever the same. I think this game is especially good for the Gen Zers who typically need a lot of stimulation and unpredictability for things to feel fun, essentially. As of right now, my old head brain is still learning how to process a lot of this, and I have spent some hours on the game. Now, according to PCGameSN.com, FragPunk amassed an all-time player peak of 113,946 players. That's impressive for any FPS game, but it also shows how FragPunk is holding steady against the competition. It even managed to get ahead of fellow free-to-play shooters Delta Force and Overwatch 2 over the weekend, but couldn't hold a candle to some of the household names like Counter-Strike 2, PUBG, and Apex Legends. NetEase Games' other hero shooter, Marvel Rivals, is still ahead of FragPunk though, but that game shows absolutely no signs of slowing down months after launch. So that number 113,946, I do believe is the number of players on Steam. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I personally downloaded this on Epic Games. My PC seems to like Epic Games better than Steam for whatever reason. Not saying that Epic is generally better than Steam, that's just my personal experience. And NetEase is the developer for FragPunk, by the way, just as well as Marvel Rivals, which is very interesting because, as I said a minute ago, I had no idea FragPunk was even a thing. There was a beta a while back that I had no clue about. It was a Saturday morning. Me and my lady just finished doing our Saturday morning shit. I plopped down on the couch like a freaking potato, go to YouTube, and I see Nadeshot was live, and he was doing a sponsor stream for FragPunk. I went ahead and tuned in, and my brain instantly went to Marvel Rivals and Valorant, which was a super dope combination if you ask me. So I texted my buddy, asked him, yo, have you heard of the game FragPunk? And he told me he did it. And this guy knows about all the new games before they even hit the streets, like Baby D from Friday.
That bitch know about all the new snacks before they even hit the street. All the bootleg snacks. Cupcake got a new Twinkie coming out next month. It's a bad motherfucker.
But we went ahead, downloaded the game, and we've been pretty addicted ever since. All of my friends, including my lady though, are so much better than me at FragPunk at the moment. But I am also the only controller player that is in the mix, so I might just have to bite the bullet and try to get right on mouse and keys. And I did hear that the game just straight up felt better on mouse and keys anyway, so we'll have to give it another week or so and go from there. That being said, yes, FragPunk does have controller support. There is supposed to be aim assist, but I think it's almost non-existent. I think I actually might turn off aim assist in the settings next time I get on, just to see if my raw aim does me any good. Now, console support is in the works, unfortunately, after being delayed. Developers did seem to be a little transparent about the console situation though. Dear Lancers, first and foremost, we want to express our heartfelt gratitude for your patience and unwavering support of FragPunk. Since the announcement of the game, your excitement has been truly inspiring, and we know how much you've been looking forward to launching in the battle on both Xbox and PlayStation. However, we want to be fully transparent with you. During the console compliance test process, we encounter unexpected technical challenges in optimization and adaptation. Rather than rushing the console release and providing a potentially poor user experience, we have made the difficult decision to delay the launch of the console versions to ensure that players receive a comparable experience to those on PC. We understand that delays are frustrating, and we sincerely apologize for the wait. As a gesture of appreciation, we have prepared compensation for both Xbox and PlayStation players, especially those who supported us through pre-orders. For all console players, we will provide all rewards gained via engagement beginning of the start of Season 1 until the console version goes live, including in-game currencies, cosmetics, and more. More detailed information will be shared in future announcements. Now, before FragPunk was launched, developers did mention that crossplay would be a feature, so whenever it is ready to go for console, definitely expect that to be a thing. Hopefully we can get this sooner rather than later though. Now, this game shines in a few different departments. Through its fast-paced gameplay with TDM and free-for-all, all to the traditional Counter-Strike, Valorant, S&D type modes, where you'll have to plant and defuse bombs, taking turns on offense and defense. And as far as the visuals on this game, very stylish visuals in my opinion. Very aesthetically pleasing. And whether you're planting bombs, defusing bombs with psychic powers, or battling zombies in various game modes, essentially the infected game mode, there is something new to experience. Plus, with 13 diverse Lancers, each with unique skills and personalities, you can find the perfect character that matches your playstyle. A couple of things I really like about this game though. An anti-cheat system starts up even before you can launch the game. At least on Epic Games it does. If anyone here has it on Steam, let us know if you have a similar experience. Call of Duty developers, take notes. Now, I am sure if cheating is gonna happen, it's gonna happen, but at least these developers seem to care about the competitive integrity of their game. Another thing is, the game doesn't seem to take itself too seriously, if that makes sense. You can tell it's definitely made to be a good time and not just a cash grab. Now, microtransactions are a thing, yes, but only cosmetics. There are no pay-to-win elements here, and I 100% support MTX when it comes to free-to-play games. Now, when it comes to games like Call of Duty, where you're paying 70 to 100 bucks for the game, and then forcing $20 bundles in front of everyone, that's where I have a problem, and I cannot co-sign that. Another thing is the duel mode. This might be one of my favorite parts about the standard mode in this game. In FragPunk's duel mode, 2 teams of 5 players face off in a sequential 1v1 battle. This will only happen if it is tied 3-3 through that regular standard mode, and this is kind of the overtime section. Each team decides the order of their players for the duels. The winner of each duel stays in the arena to face the next opponent, but any damage they take is permanent. If you have a Lancer with the healing ability, definitely consider using that. It might give you a competitive edge. And we did gloss over shard cards, which are a key feature in other game modes. These are not used in the duel section though. But again, players can utilize those Lancer abilities. And if a round ends with both players still standing, overtime kicks in. Both players will essentially start to lose health tick by tick to avoid a stalemate. The team with the most surviving players at the end wins the match. Now, I don't have a whole lot bad to say about this game, but the audio I am not a fan of. It is super easy to get lost between your footsteps, your teammates' footsteps, and enemy footsteps. Hopefully there will be some adjustments coming here soon to the audio department, or there might be some audio settings we can try to dial in. I'm not entirely sure yet, but that is one thing that I don't like about this game. And the other thing is, it could be a lot of decision fatigue for a lot of players, but I could just be saying this because I don't quite have the hang of the game yet. There are not too many weapons, but again, 150 shard cards, that is a lot, and more than 10 Lancers. I do think that is a bit excessive at this point. Now, I'm not complaining or anything. I just think a lot of stuff could have been added over time as players got to learn how to play the game. Other than that, server-wise, things feel pretty good. I maintain about 300 frames for the most part in the game. And yeah, man, it's just a dope experience so far. Maybe I'm just in the honeymoon phase, but I will say it is a lot more fun, and I think you will have a lot more success if you play with the squad. So consider squadding up. If anyone has anything to add, feel free to drop everything down in the comment section. I don't want to keep bumping my guns for longer than I need to. This game is a must try. It has a lot of potential, and I think it might be here to stay. If you dug the video, consider subscribing, and I'll drop 2 more videos for you on the screen right here. And you can definitely expect a lot more FragPunk content in the near future. Catch you all on the next one.